Hi again, KMG viewers, and thank you for joining us today. We're going to continue to learn about ways to save your home with Saving Your Home Part 2. This is a foreclosure special. We're going to be featuring Isabel Duran from ClearPoint Credit, and Isabel is going to be joining us to talk about services that ClearPoint offers, as well as the Keep Your Home California program that offers you 4 payment options to save that home for you. I mean, there's going to be a lot to be learned there in this area, and we hope that you'll call in for questions because, again, this show is for you. From there, we're going to be visiting a potential listing property that I'm going to be doing, and we're going to look at the property, do an agent visual, and provide tips on selling your property for more, especially in this superheated environment, especially with working with a real estate agent. We'll also have an Ask the Expert segment, so stay tuned, Kapuso. There's a lot of excellent information that is on your way. You won't want to miss this. Do you currently own a property in California? Well, with the real estate market heating up again, now is the very best time to get your own Rockstar Report. You get the current market value of your home, as well as who's selling in your area and what they're selling for. With this information, you'll know if it's the best time to sell, whether you're looking to upgrade to a new house or downsize to put money in the bank and save on the payments. It's free, and all it takes is a simple phone call.
Cora working 9 to 5, trying hard to just get by. There has to be a better way, so in Manila's world she'll play.
Wow! Nakabili ako ng condo sa Pilipinas na kayang-kaya ng budget ko. Thank you, SMDC.
Come join us
here at SMDC.
Come on home, follow your heart at SMDC, where it all starts.
Hi, I'm Isabel Duran, a certified housing counselor with ClearPoint, and you're watching KMG.
Hi, Kapuso, and welcome back to another great episode. And this is our segment on Keep Your Home California. I'm lucky to have with me here Isabel Duran. She's one of the
certified housing counselors.
Certified housing counselors of ClearPoint, right?
Correct.
And basically, Isabel's here to give us the different options that you're going to have in wanting to stay in your house. Should you want that option, or if you want to let it go, she'll give you the options as well. But anyway, Isabel, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so first question is going to be, what does ClearPoint do? What are the services that you offer?
Well, ClearPoint is a credit counseling agency. Okay. And basically we offer workshops and information on credit and budget. We do foreclosure prevention counseling. We do reverse mortgage counseling and bankruptcy workshops. Our goal is to help clients develop financial health through our information and educational programs.
When we were researching on the different companies to kind of bring on the show, your company definitely was highly ranked up there. And what I was really interested in, and if you can expound for our viewers a little bit more, is the Keep Your Home California. What's that about? I think they give you 4 options on keeping your home.
Right. Well, this is another option alongside the modification option. So for distressed homeowners, people who have lost jobs, have had major medical issues where they're out of money or out of work, death in the family or divorce have affected a lot of our homeowners.
Right.
And they go to the lender and try to get a modification, but sometimes there's just something that is not making them qualify. Either they don't make enough money or there's just some other issues. So new monies came into 10 states called the hardest hit funds from the Treasury to help homeowners stay home. Keep their home, and this is administered through the Keep Your Home California. And what they provide are 4 programs. One is the assistance for unemployed, and if you're receiving unemployment benefits, you can apply for this Keep Your Home California assistance, whereby they will pay your monthly mortgage payment up to 12 months, provided you're still receiving the unemployment benefits.
How much monthly is that?
The maximum is $3,000 a month.
Okay, and then if you applied for that Keep Your Home California option number 1, you're unemployed again, and and the grant or fund will pay for 12 months, $3,000 a month. That's $36,000.
Correct,
Right?
correct.
Do you have to pay that back?
No, it's structured as a second lien on the property.
Okay.
There's no payment to be made, there's no interest rate charge. However, they want to keep them in the home, so if you stay in the home for 5 years, they will forgive that debt.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Kapuso, that's amazing. So, actually on this option one, how many are unemployed right now and can't make the mortgage payment? You fill out an application, you get this grant.
Well, ClearPoint is one of the approved agencies to submit the application to their portal.
Okay, so ClearPoint's going to submit that application, and then when they're approved, is there what's the basis for the approval on that?
They have to receive unemployment assistance.
But besides that, is it credit score driven? Is it, what if you have like a lot of credit cards that you're behind on or whatever? I mean, do they look at credit?
Well, they look at unemployment income as an income source to pay the regular housing costs.
Okay.
There is an application process. They do have to provide proof of that unemployment income or other income, tax returns, and bank statements.
Okay, so same thing, almost like a
So
modification.
they have to qualify for the unemployment portion of it. Then they talk to the lender to coordinate that. So it does take a process, but it's 12 months of mortgage payments made for you.
That's amazing.
While you sort of stabilize your income and your life and look for work.
Right, and so what's option number 2 then?
Option number 2 is a mortgage reinstatement. So let's say you've been unemployed, you find work, you can make the payments, but you can't pay what you're behind on. So mortgage reinstatement offers that up to $25,000. Again,
How many lenders
we're looking
working with this?
at 200 lenders.
Okay.
So the lenders have to participate.
Okay, so just to recap on what Isabel is saying, she's basically saying that let's say you reinstated you got a new job and you're making money again, but you're behind on payments up to $25,000. Again, you have to apply for this program as well, right?
Right.
You can get up to $25,000 potentially paid
to get you up to date.
To get you up to date. That's amazing. That's number 2 now.
And it's structured almost the same. It's a second lien on the property. After 3 years, it's forgiven.
3 years forgiven. The first one is 5 years. This
Right.
one is 3 years. Okay. Well, that's a lot of information that we have, and I know, Kapuso, that if you're interested in knowing more about the Keep Your Home California or what ClearPoint has to offer, definitely either go to the website, give us a call. We'll point you in the right direction. We're going to put your address and email address and phone number as well, so that people will be able to call you.
Great.
And Isabel, it was a pleasure speaking to you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for being on the show with us. We hope that this was very insightful. Again, that's all we have for today's episode. Remember, you never have to look too far to find your hidden fortune. Sometimes it's right in front of you, right? You just have to know where to look. And right now, I'm looking at ClearPoint. So until next time, Uncle Buso, you can do it here on KMG. Do you currently own a property in California? Well, with the real estate market heating up again, now is the very best time to get your own Rockstar Report. You get the current market value of your home, as well as who's selling in your area and what they're selling for. With this information, you'll know if it's the best time to sell, whether you're looking to upgrade to a new house or downsize to put money in the bank and save on the payments. It's free, and all it takes is a simple phone call. Greetings, Kapuso, and welcome back to another great episode on our expert segment, okay? Today we'll be covering hot points on short sales, when to consider it as an option, what are the pros and cons, is it truly beneficial for you? Well, first we have an email question from Amy, who would like to know what is a short sale. Okay, well, hi Amy. A short sale is basically this, selling your home for less than what the mortgage amount is. So for example, if you owe $500,000 as a mortgage and your house is worth $350,000, then by selling it, basically your lender is going to take less than what's owed, okay? So there's some pros and cons to this. Some of the pros are, one, if it's owner occupied, you'll be able to get out of that debt. And remember, the $500,000 mortgage carries with it interest that can be more than double the price, so over $1 million in 30 years. Number two is you're going to have a fresh start to rebuild your credit and eventually buy again in 3 years. Number 3 is the tax write-off. Again, it has to be owner-occupied, so please consult with your CPA or financial advisor for this scenario. There are some cons as well. Number 1, you're not going to be in that house any longer, so you're going to have to find a place to rent. Number 2 is your credit gets dinged. But again, if you're late on it, your credit already has been dinged. Okay, and if you can no longer afford the house, rather than foreclosure, a short sale is really the better way to go. You might even get quality relocation assistance from the government or even from the lender. Thank you, Amy, for your email questions. And Kapuso, if you have any other questions, please feel free to email us or call us, and we'll answer each and every one of your questions. Thank you, po. Hi, and welcome to a new segment, which is our roundtable discussion on how to generate more streams of income with our Kapuso panel. So my first email question is, what kind of opportunities exist out there for someone who has a job to stay in their job and generate more income or a new stream of income? I'm going to go with Dem, president of AIM Labels. Why don't you answer that question first, Dem?
Yes, I have my day job right now, and I started my own business. And if I can do it, anybody else can do it.
Okay. So when you started your own business, Dem, as far as, how did you decide you wanted to get into that line of work?
Well, I wanted to be in a business that could help other businesses as well. So I know that printing helps other businesses grow and market themselves. So that's why I chose printing.
Right. Okay. So, but you had experience in that graphics field already.
Yes, I've been in the industry for about 20 years now, so it has worked out very well for me.
Okay. So my guess is what you're saying to me indirectly is that find something that you have experience in and find something that you love to do.
That's true.
Okay. Great. Next question we have for our panel is multi-level marketing. Guys, what do we think of this? Jem with Right Place for Seniors, I'll give you that question.
Multi-level marketing? No, it's not for me.
It's not for me either. But why do you think so many people are into it?
It's because it's very easy to do. You can get into it in a second and get out of it right away.
Yeah, you probably get into it in a second, but it's going to cost you money, and then get out of it, and then you probably lost some money. But you know what? In fairness, some multi-level marketing has also made some people money. So I guess the wise decision is to make sure, one, you love to do it, right, Jem? Don't you think?
Yes, correct.
And then the other thing is, maybe it's in your line of business, because there's, have you seen a lot of multi-level marketing before? There's a lot, right?
Yeah, in fact, I'm one of them.
So you're speaking from experience.
Yes.
Thanks,
exactly.
Jem. Okay, next question. Buying and flipping properties. A lot of people are doing that now with the market where it was at, and it's starting to heat up again. Some pockets are still kind of stagnant. Why don't we throw that question to Ate Faith, CEO of NAAC. Ate Faith, what do you think about buying and flipping properties?
Every time you invest your hard-earned money, you have to make sure you've done your due diligence. You have to make sure you contacted an expert and you did your cost analysis. If you're going to invest this much, how much is the return of your money? To me, personally, if my return of money is below 8%, I will not take the risk. And it depends also when you're buying, flipping property, like what NAAC does, our line of credit, the interest is very low. So it's good for us to buy and flip because we sell it to first-time home buyer and they get their full mortgage. But if you're speculating and you're using hard money, higher than 6% interest, you got to make sure that the gap is a lot. That means if you're buying it for 100,000, you better sell it for 200,000. Otherwise, if you're using your own money, think 3 times, 4 times, ask a realtor, ask a broker, ask someone that you really trust on, should I do this? The more you have opinion, they're saying yes, do it. But if half of the people you're asking are saying don't do it, I'll have a second thought. Again, this is your hard-earned money. Invest it wisely.
Well, that was great, Ate Faith. I think you really hit the nail right on the head there. Buying, flipping properties is really a good way where mainstream America and Pinoys, especially our Kapuso viewers, could probably get back the money that they've lost over the last 6 years. But with anything said like that, there's risk and rewards, diba? Well, that's about it. Thank you, panel, Kapuso panel, and KMG viewers. We have more roundtable discussions coming up. Please email us your questions because we'd like to hear from you, po. Thank you.
Maricela, leader true, smart businesswoman and mother too. At SMDC, her needs are met, her family, friends, and all the rest.
Living here makes life easier for me. Thank you, SMDC.
Come join us here at SMDC.
Come on home, follow your heart at SMDC, where it all starts.
Do you currently own a property in California? Well, with the real estate market heating up again, now is the very best time to get your own Rockstar Report. You get the current market value of your home, as well as who's selling in your area and what they're selling for. With this information, you'll know if it's the best time to sell, whether you're looking to upgrade to a new house or downsize to put money in the bank and save on the payments. It's free, and all it takes is a simple phone call. Wow, beautiful day here in suburb of LA. We're here to check out a house of one of my clients, potential clients, not yet. They want to see what kind of improvements we need to do to get this house listed for the most money. So come check it out. Right off the bat, it seems pretty meticulous. I mean, the clients did a lot of work on this thing, and so, what we're gonna try to do right now is I'm gonna look at the minor things such as possible foundation, the roof, plumbing, see what the appliances look like. And we want to, the whole objective here is to try to get the listing from this client and try to list it for the most money that a buyer will buy it for. I mean, when you're looking to sell your house, you definitely want to sell it for the most money. Before we walk in the house, it's important to note that, with any of our clients at Rockstar Realty, we basically will run a property report and we'll find out everything from what your neighbors are selling their homes for to what the recent trending is to make sure that we price the house out right. But with anything, you really need an agent to go into the house and do what's called an agent visual. And that way we can look at any latent defects, anything that can be a plus to the purchase price or a minus to the purchase price. So what we're gonna do right now is, obviously we ran a property report, we did all our due diligence on that. Now we're gonna take a look at the visual, and I want you to come and see it with me. I know for a fact that the potential clients that we have now have spent quite considerable amount of money in decorating the outside landscaping. They worked a little bit on the inside. To what extent, I don't know yet, so let's go check it out. This seems to be the family room. I believe there's 4 bedrooms here. We don't know if it's permitted, but this is one of the bedrooms. You're gonna hear me echoing here because there's not a lot of furniture here, but as you can tell, it's all painted, very well cleaned out. Going to the second bedroom here. A little bit different hardwood floors instead of the tile. Large closet space. Again, another ceiling fan. Okay, very, very small bathroom. And again, different floors. So I don't like that when, you have different mix and match type floors. I don't know what happened. Maybe there was carpet at one point. Something must have happened. But anyway, moving right along, this appears to be this is the kitchen. All new stainless steel appliances. You have a stove here, new dishwasher. So basically, it's all matching. Again, it's clean. It's ceiling's done. If you notice here, you got like a mix and match of tiles, and sometimes for the woman in the house, or if the man is the kitchen person, they want to have it more flowing as far as kind of like a style and design. But it's a starter house for someone, possibly a family here. And I think it works. For the price, it's all about the price. You got price, you got location, and basically, that's what we're working with here. And I think this room here is actually one of my favorite ones in the entire house. It's a different floor, but as you see, it's nicely done. It's right to the porch, so you can access that really well. And it's a huge closet, even though the closet space is a little bit odd. Okay, so let's keep coming. We have 2 more bedrooms coming this way. You have again different floors on the bedrooms. This appears to have some sort of faux fireplace. No garage in this place, as we'll notice, and it's only a carport, so that's definitely a minus when you don't have a garage. Most houses have garages. Let's keep walking through here. Okay, we have a full bath here, nicely done. I like this bath, actually. And I don't know what they were trying to do here, but it's a step down to another room. Actually, this room looks really nice. It's got it has closet space. I like the floors. One thing with the house, though, is it doesn't have central air. And you can tell by the air conditioning units on the wall. Okay, central air is always a plus. Not having central air, it's going to be a minus, especially in this area in a suburb of Los Angeles where it can get to about 95, 105 degrees during the summertime. So, that's definitely something to consider when you're selling your home. If you're going to spend money to make your house worth more, you got to spend it on certain things like the kitchen, maybe the facade. Having air conditioning is definitely going to help. Okay, so let's take a look now at the back. And we would have done this whole complete property inspection. Okay, this is the laundry room with the attachments ready in place. So all that's missing here would be a washer dryer, and I don't know where the air vent would go, so it's probably here somewhere. But as you can tell, the developer or the owners of the house developed this pretty well. I mean, it's basically move-in condition. So if a buyer has an FHA loan, and that's an important thing, FHA buyers typically will get an FHA appraiser, they'll get a home inspector, and if there are things that FHA deems need to be fixed, then you have to fix it before you can get approved for that loan. And sometimes that could cause complications, but in this case, it doesn't appear to have any. Okay, so out here in the yard, again, it seems pretty nice. We just have to fix a few of these things here. Basically cement, put a new fence up, some aesthetics, and we could make that work. Place is not bad at all. It's got cactuses, it's got, the lawn is trimmed. There's a structure here that definitely needs to be moved out. This doesn't look so safe, so definitely we're gonna take this out prior to listing the property and, get the yard basically cleaned up. Overall, I think that we could possibly list this house for maybe about 400s, 405, 400, 395, something like that, around that range. And if we sell that, my guess is it's going to be sold within 5 to 10 days. There are a lot of buyers that are in place right now that are cash investors, first-time home buyers, FHA, VA with no money down. And so the market is really heating up in the summertime. So I suggest if that is something, for instance, that you're looking to sell your house to get the most money for your retirement or to buy a new place and downsize to save money on the mortgage payments, now is definitely going to be the time to do that. Well, I hope you guys came out of this episode feeling enlightened, because I sure did. I'd like to thank Isabel from ClearPoint Credit for coming to educate us on keeping your home California. Again, remember, there are 4 options to save your home, and I hope you got a pen and paper, because those are options that you're really going to want to use. In addition to that, I hope we answered some questions that you had on different options when it comes to facing foreclosure. You know, when you face foreclosure, it's really a difficult time in the family. I mean, everyone stresses out. It's not only the mother and father, but also the children as well. And we visited a potential listing in Sun Valley. We learned about how homes are evaluated and details to look at, you know, whether you're deciding on calculating on selling your own home. And again, you know, in selling your home, you want to make it profitable. So we hope you listened in on the show. We also covered short sales, which is really another alternative to losing your home by the bank. Something you can think about in addition to the options that were discussed by Isabel. You know, again, on the short sales, what you have is, you know, the potential to rebuild your credit and also get some money back. Also, Kapuso, give us a call if you have any other question on the topics on the show, these topics, or any future topics. That's about all the time we have for this week's episode. And I got the check here now, so it's time for me to go. But until next time, remember, you never have to look too far to find your hidden fortune. Sometimes it's right in front of you, Paul. You just have to know where to look. Until next time, mga kapuso, kaya mong gawin dito sa KMG.
Nasa huli ang pagsisisi